Now, what I made is a nice gravy to go over the chicken. Just going to go over the chicken. We're going to turn this down, the temperature, a little, down. And I pretty much put in sage, adobo seasoning, red crushed peppers, parsley, tomato, celery, with the mushroom soup, or cream of mushroom soup. It's 1 can of mushroom soup, 1 can of diced tomato, and you can use a half a cup, like 1/3 cup of chopped celery, and then you can add whatever seasoning, but I like the seasoning I use. I use garlic, about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of garlic and a half, and I used 1 tablespoon and a half, I believe, of sage, and adobo seasoning to taste. So I don't know how much adobo seasoning. I know I would put in, usually when I use salt, I use like maybe 1.5 teaspoons, okay? And then I taste it. So go from there, okay? And pretty much just let this simmer on low, and then you can add, when this gets little, when the chunks, everything is smoothed out and everything, you can add your roux. You can add your a tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half of flour to 2 teaspoons and a half of water, or 2 teaspoons, and mix that depending on how thick you want the roux. You want your roux to be thick, as in the soupy flour. I say soupy flour because it has water, and this is water and flour. You're going to mix it until it's creamy, and you're going to add it in there. If you want it to be loose, you'll make your gravy, whatever you're going to use as your gravy, looser but still thicker. If you want your stock like this, if you want your gravy thicker, you add more flour and less water, and then you make you mix it in, and it'll be a little thicker, and you can add that in here into your concoction, whatever you're going to use as your gravy, and then you just stir it in really good, and that's what that simmer, and get thicker and thicker and thicker.